reason why he picked these specific slopes, and he decided to build this ciglione has two main reasons. Both reasons, for me, they were very interesting in order to approach the vines in a different way, as I'm doing. So in between each terraces, there's no structure, so you get tons of different species, and so you get extra diversification in terms of flowers, and of course insects that feed on the flower and then can actually fight bad insect that brings diseases during the growing season.
And it's wild stuff, or is
it's wild stuff. It's wild stuff. It's such a green vineyard like this is, as you can see. There's no sense to like force varieties to grow, since they grow themselves. And number two, now we can see that the terraces is divided into two. It builds an angles over there, and after the angles there's a lot of trees that again bushes that makes the vineyard like a specific site, surrounded by like green stuff, wild stuff that in my way of working the vines, it's very interesting. There's a lot of variation and differentiation that can be good and bad, but with this very crazy like weather change in terms of temperature and rains and stuff, it helps the vineyard to balance itself a bit better than just actual it's the first very essential approach if you want to bring fruit in the cellar, that it's more like open to being extracted and worked in order to be concentrated. So if we think about Bordeaux, that's the very classic example of high density. They get like 9,000 plants per hectare, and they work a lot on each single vines to concentrate whatever they get. If they get 20 clusters per plant, they bring it down to like 7, and of course those 7 clusters would be super high concentrated. 3 years ago, even though my father is it's here related to the ownership for 12 years now, so I take care of the production of tenimenti since 2014, and since 14 I also do my own project, which is called DO.t.e, and which the first bottling date back to 2015. Fermentation tank of the tenimenti wines, the bricks also of tenimenti, so it would be the like very quick passage in brick, and that's like my little aging container. So I do ferment my stuff outside in steel, so it's either 10 hectoliters or like 20 hectoliters, all cluster. I harvest very early, like first days of August, so there's the cellar of course is empty, and that's the reason why I leave everything outside, because to benefit from the heat, and fermentation would start of course better either in terracotta,
clay,
that's from Impruneta, yeah. On the inside is whatever you see on the outside is the same on the inside. So that's concrete. That's a French guy. It's called Nomblot making it, and ceramic. So those guys are in Italy, in Liguria, and they work on actual ceramic.